I've tried explaining to people about this little guy. And yes, I said little. Bite me. But some people find it hard to grasp his lore, so I'm here to help you understand the basics.
More boring fate talk.
This is Kunakuzushi. He is a puppet made by the Archon. He was made to hold the Gnosis, which is something so that the Archons could stay in contact with Celestia. After he had held it, he began to cry, so he was abandoned by the Raiden Shogun, aka the Archon, because he was too human. He was left in a domain in Tatarasuna and was found by a swordsman or something. His name was Katsuragi. Katsuragi had then brought him to his boss, a dude that made swords, Niwa. Niwa was like family to him, and they were really like close. As he was playing with some kids, they had renamed him, because the name Kunakuzushi had meant Nation Destroyer. The kids had renamed him Kabukimono, which means people who do completely new and bizarre things. Later on, a weird-looking guy from Fontaine had showed up with some crazy ideas. He had a furnace built and started using crystal marrow for the metal on swords, which lead to the land becoming a very dangerous place to live in. Niwa had fled, but gave something to Escher to give to Kabu, a heart. Escher had given it to Kabu and told him if he went into the fire it would end the catastrophe. It was later told to him by Escher that Niwa had killed someone and wanted him to have the heart. After learning this, he ran away. Where to? I have no clue. He had wandered for quite a while and found someone who was similar to
Me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
A boy who was abandoned because his parents had died because of the illness. He probably stayed with the boy a while. IDK. I made the same doll and it took me weeks. He had even showed the boy to where he was abandoned, so yeah, probably at least a month. IDK. The boy unthoughtfully made an agreement. He knew he couldn't keep saying that they would be friends forever. Then he died. So with very good reason too. He burnt down the house.
How dare you die like this?
After talking to himself, he then left and started wandering in Azuma. Again, he didn't go by Kuni or Kabu anymore. Actually, he didn't go by anything. But the fanbase calls him Kuranoshi, which means master or owner. IDKY that name, but whatever, I still call him Kabu too. He had wandered and wandered, pun intended, until he met some old dude. The old guy was like, we got a whole lot of food that nobody needs, to where he rightfully said,
Are you trying to win me over?
Then he followed him. The old guy, called Piero, and the title The Jester, had called him by a new name, Puppet. So original, right? He had met the doctor who had welcomed him warmly, then got to work by experimenting on him. He was the blueprints for his clones, for helping the doctor. He suggested that he should become a harbinger, so he did, with a new name and a title.
I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers.
And Scaramouche. Scara? I'll worrying about you later. He would then make frequent trips to the Abyss and even to Mondstadt.
Stars. The sky. It's all a gigantic hoax. A lie.
Later, he took a trip with Signora to Inazuma. His mission was to just watch a factory while Signora goes to retrieve the Electronosis. Well, he and Fate had something in common. They didn't like Signora. He ended up almost, I said almost, killing the traveler, but spared them for the Gnosis, which Maiko gave to him without a second thought. With the Gnosis, the doctor thought that he could turn him into an Archon, probably by his own request. So they made their way to the Nation of Wisdom, Sumeru, putting the people of Sumeru into a never-ending day which seemed to last 168 days. They used that time to build the robot, to connect people's dreams to Skara, and to overthrow the Archon there. It took a while and a lot of help from the Grand Sage, who had been against his own Archon to get him to where he is now, an Archon. Though he had thought that he could beat the Traveler, he couldn't because the Traveler was getting help from the Sumeru Archon. She had put him in a samsara loop for 168 times. and gave all of that experience to the traveler who then was able to beat him. And the Archon of Wisdom took the Gnosis away from him.
No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis!
Later, the Archon had taken him aside to give him another chance to help the traveler to find their sibling within a big owl tree. He couldn't find anything about them, but had found out the truth. Niwa didn't leave. Niwa didn't kill anyone. It was Escher, who was the doctor. The doctor had lied and told him Niwa left. He had killed Niwa. After Skara hadn't found anything, he told the traveler information about their sibling that was not in the big owl tree. And he was like, I'm a good boy. So then he erased himself. Then some dude wandering around Sumeru, who strangely looked like the balladeer, was helping some NPC. That's when the traveler who didn't want peace ran up to him and gave him a shocker. You're a puppet. The piece of trash said aka the traveler. Then the traveler and the Dendro Archon came up with the best idea. Let's have him go through all his memories again. So he did and couldn't understand why he was so evil in his past life. That's when he asked to just have his memories back so that he could understand what happened. He then learned that yes, he is the balladeer, some dumb goofball with a large hat. Because he understood that he was a dumb goofball with a large hat, he gained an Nemo vision. That is all that there is for now until he is in another Archon quest, because just 2 is not enough. I hope that was clear enough. I also don't know if I'm going to do more of these because, well, I'm lazy. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Pun intended. If you still have questions or are now interested in Genshin, there are people who will help you if not, well.